Hey guys, Jeff here from ZenTrader.ca. This is just going to be a quick update. I don't really have a whole lot to add, but I have a couple charts that I wanted to share, and you can see here that we're still in an upward trend on the Nasdaq. The market's gapped up at the open and basically spent a good bit of the day selling off. I think today is going to prove to be a shakeout day. I don't think we're going to go down much more. I just have a hunch. But there is a very well-defined line in the sand here. I think that, if we bust through here with any velocity, then that might be the start of an extended downtrend. I don't think that that's going to happen because when you look at the Dow, today's action, while we did close well off the highs, it's pretty bullish. We came very close to the previous highs. I think the lines in the sand to watch. Let's see what volume. Yeah, volume was below average. I think the lines in the sand here to watch is a close above today's high. I think that leads to new highs. I think if we close above 13,598, I think we're going to head higher. If we close below Friday's low, I think that this market is probably going to sell off pretty hard. That's essentially what I'm watching. Given that the full moon was on the weekend, I personally don't know whether to add it here or to add it here. If anybody has any weighting on that, if they want to chime in, I think I generally put it on the day, I think I normally put it the day before. But so that's why I'm kind of watching both of these days. Another chart here is gold. I thought this was pretty interesting. We've got a megaphone pattern forming here, and you can see how it's proven to be resistance here, and today it went quite a bit higher. I don't trade gold very often, so I wasn't really watching this, but I imagine this had some traders pretty excited with this move up here, but it just basically sold off, and this is a bit of a bearish pattern. I kind of think gold's going to have a little bit of a pullback just because the velocity of this move from mid-August is quite impressive, and the RSI, I think at a minimum is going to at least come back to 50, and so and that can happen through some sideways consolidation here. So I expect this to kind of work its way back down. Maybe it retests this low, which there's a little bit of a flag here. So that's my thoughts. But I really think at a minimum, after this kind of bullish action, a pullback to 50 is normal. It could even go as low as 40, but I don't think it's going to happen based on this strength. I think it's going to come down, kind of bounce off, and this might take a little bit of time. It's got to digest these big gains here. So, and then the last chart that I wanted to show you is this one volatility index. This is a ratio chart, and volatility has been in a bit of a range, and we have come down to a respectable level. If it were to kind of go sideways and then up, that would be bullish because then we'd have some higher lows, higher highs, and so I guess my thoughts are, I think volatility has crept up enough to work off some of the froth in the market, and I think if the markets were to head higher here, that this would be a normal area that this could bounce off and start to go higher, although I'm not 100% sold on that idea. I'm sure a lot of traders are watching this trend line that has developed, and I guess really it's going to be how stocks react to earnings. I'm not sure when companies really start reporting. I think it's pretty soon, so I think that's going to be the wild card. Alright guys, have a good evening.